It's 1492. Christopher Columbus wants to sail west to reach Asia. But there's a problem. Spain is part of the Mongol Empire, and the Mongols already have trade routes to Asia, very good ones, with roads and bridges and rest stops. Columbus goes to the Mongol governor of Spain. "I want to sail west to reach the Indies," Columbus says confidently. The governor doesn't even look up from his paperwork. Why? To establish new trade routes. "We have trade routes. You can walk to China. There are roads, paved roads. But sailing would it though?" The governor finally looks up. "You want to sail into unknown waters, possibly fall off the edge of the world, maybe fight sea monsters. There are no sea monsters. You don't know that. You've never sailed that far. Meanwhile, there's a road from here to Beijing. It has distance markers, rest stations, no sea monsters, guaranteed. But think of the glory. I'm thinking of the budget. Do you know how much ships cost?" But request denied. Next. Columbus tries appealing to higher authorities. Every single one tells him the same thing. Why sail into the unknown when you can just walk to Asia? He dies in 1506, bitter and unfunded. So who discovers America? Chinese explorers, funded by the Mongol court, land in California in 1510. They find it interesting. They report back. The admiral writes, "Found large landmass, has trees, strange people, some gold, unclear economic value. Recommend further study but not urgent." The Khan reads this and files it under interesting but not immediately profitable. The Americas remain largely untouched for another 150 years. No smallpox epidemics, wiping out 90% of the population. No conquistadors. The Aztecs and Incas keep doing their thing, completely unaware how close they came to catastrophe. Fast forward to 1700. The Mongol Empire is still around. It's had problems, succession crises. Even with primogeniture, some Khans were incompetent. Regional rebellions, the occasional devastating plague, but it held together. One Khan, in the 1600s, was absolutely terrible at ruling. Everyone knew it. But he was the eldest son, so he became Khan anyway. "Can't we just skip him?" an advisor asked. "That's how civil wars start," another advisor replied. "We learned this the hard way. But he's spectacularly incompetent." "I know, but he's also legitimate. We'll just work around him." "For how long?" "Until he dies. He's 25. This is going to be a long reign. He ruled for 43 years. It was rough, but no civil war, so technically a success. Technology has been spreading steadily. The scientific revolution happened across the entire empire. Newton's laws are taught in Beijing and Paris simultaneously. Coal mining starts in England in the 1710s. Steam engines are invented. Mongol administrators see this and think, "We should build these everywhere." 1900, the turn of the century, but there's nothing going on. No world wars, no economic crises, not much drama, honestly. Everyone's just living life under the Mongols. Jump to today, 2026. The Mongol Empire still exists. It's not called that anymore. It's officially the United Eurasian Commonwealth, because that sounds more modern and democratic, even though it's still basically the Mongol Empire with better PR. It controls most of Asia, all of Europe, and about half of North America. It's the only superpower. There is no United States. There's no Russia as we know it. China exists, but as an imperial province. Britain is that island that complains about everything but ultimately does what it's told. The current Khan is descended from Genghis through 30-something generations. He's basically a constitutional monarch. Real power lies with an imperial parliament in Karakorum, which has grown into a massive city of 15 million people. Global politics is weird. Instead of West versus East, it's the Commonwealth versus the independent nations. South America, most of Africa, and Australia managed to stay independent because the empire decided they weren't worth the trouble. Technology? Advanced. The unified scientific community across Eurasia meant faster innovation. The internet was invented in 1975. Cell phones in 1983. Space travel happened earlier because you had scientists from London to Tokyo all working together. But here's the funny part. Everything is more connected but also more uniform. Everyone uses the same currency, the tokrik. Everyone drives on the right side of the road because some Khan in 1920 decreed it. The decree read, effective immediately. All vehicles will drive on the right side of the road. Anyone who doesn't will be fined. Yes, Britain, this means you. Britain complained for decades. The empire ignored them. Eventually they gave up. Everyone deals with the same Mongol bureaucracy, which has had 800 years to become perfectly, maddeningly efficient. Want to start a business? Fill out Form 847B. Submit it in triplicate. Wait 6 weeks. Get approval from 3 departments. But it actually works. Unlike some bureaucracies that lose your paperwork and make you start over, This one processes everything, slowly, but it processes. So because Genghis Khan abolished the Kurultai, his empire didn't collapse. Europe gets conquered, the Silk Road never closes. Technology spreads faster, the Americas get discovered late and colonized gently. And now your internet provider is technically a subsidiary of a company founded by descendants of Genghis Khan. All because one dying man said, you know what, voting is stupid.
Man, why do I need to throat sing to log into the Wi-Fi?